Okay, students. What I want to do is I have to finish what I talked about on 2.3 set operations before 2.4 makes sense. So here's some notes for you as we're talking about set operations. Remember, we've already done, we talked about the intersection. Remember, that's like and, where you in this circle and the other circle. Um, We talked about the union. That's where you're in one circle or the other circle. And then we talked about the complement of set A. The complement of set A is, you may remember, we had a little picture like this. And here was A. The complement of A is everybody that's inside the rectangle but not in circle A. Now, so here's the definition of set operations. What we're doing is we're multiplying, okay? We're manipulating two or more sets, okay? That makes sense, two or more, and then following defined rules. So I'll explained the previous rules yesterday, and I reviewed them just a moment ago with you. And here's something we need to keep in mind to make sure that we do the inside parentheses first. And you'll see what I'm talking about with this first example, example 6. Okay, now this is the first time I'm doing this, so it is what I call a little squirrely, but it'll be okay. Let me get a different color here. Now, example 6, perform the set operations. Here's our U. Here's A, and here's B. Okay? Now, we could do this two ways. We could draw the picture, or we could just try to do the question. Here's question A. We could do question A just looking at the problem. So let's try the second approach first. Now notice we have to do the inside parentheses first. So the inside is we have to do A union B. Okay, so we look at A right here and we look at B. Now here's the way I would do that. Okay, we're going to look at A. I've got a 1 and I got a 3. I've got a 7 and I've got a 9. Now remember, it's union. So now I'm going back over here and looking at B. Well, B, I have a 3, I already got that. 7, I already have that. 8, I need an 8. I'm going to put an 8 right here. And then 10, I'm going to put 10 right here. Okay, so that's A union B. But if you look back over here, it's the complement of A union B. What does that mean? It means everything that's in U, but not in A. So remember, U is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, do we have a 1? Yes. We have a 3? Yes. All right, so here's all the elements in U. Okay, so, we got a 1, we have a 3, we have a 7, we have a 9, we have an 8, we have a 10. What did I not check off? What did I not check off? I didn't check off the 2 here. I didn't check off the 4. I didn't check off the 5. I didn't check off the 6. So final answer, that will give me 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's the answer for part A. Okay, now let's try part B. Now part B, let me get maybe a darker color here, okay? So part B, I'm looking for the following. So first I have to find the complement of A. What is the complement of A? Well, it's everything in U that's not in A. So if you look back at U, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, let's look at A. I don't have a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I got a 7, 8 I don't have, 9 I have a 9, then 10, okay? So that's not A. Now let's do not B, or the complement of B. Okay, so again, I'm looking right here. I'm looking right here. It's everything in U that is not in B. Well, let's see. I've got a 3, right? I've got a 7. I've got an 8, and I've got a 10. Now, what did I not highlight? I did not highlight 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Okay? All right. So let's go back over here. What am I looking for? What are these directions? The directions are, I need the intersection. Remember, intersection means what's in both. Okay? So I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to try to find out what's in both. Well, both have a 2. Both have a 4. Both have a 5. Both have a 6. Okay? Now, so the green answer is the answer to the bottom part, and the black answer is the answer to the top part. Now notice right here, notice that these two sets are equal, aren't they? Okay? And that's very, very interesting. That example 6 is an example of a set operation. All right, let's look at another question. I think I've got another one over here, example 7. Okay, look real carefully. Let me pick another color here, okay? We're looking carefully at the box, and we're reading the directions. Determining sets from a Venn diagram. The Venn diagram in figure 216 percolates with interesting numbers. Use the diagram to determine each of the following sets. All right, so let's start with A. Okay, so here's A union B. What would that be? It's everybody inside. Everybody inside. So let's do that. Let's see. In other words, it's region 1, region 2, and region 3. So what am I going to have? I'm going to have pi e radical 2 radical negative 1 e to the pi I 10 to the 100 power and 2 to the naught. Okay? All right, that's A union B. Now let's look at B. B is A union B, that whole thing, not. So that means everything that's in U in the rectangle that's not in A union B. And if you look right here, okay, there's only one item that's region 4. It's 666. Okay, I'll know. Okay, that's how you do A, and that's how you do B. Let's try C. A union, or A intersect B. So what's in common with A and B? Well, it's region 2, which is radical 2 and radical negative 1. So hopefully this makes sense to you. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring over the answers to this section. And so again, here's my U with all my information in there, set A and set B. And let's see if we got this right. A union B, yeah, that is right. A union B not, or the complement of A union B. Notice that was the answer that we got. Okay. All right, so hopefully this does make sense to you, and you're able to do set operations. I would go through and make sure that you know, we did this one here too, right? Okay. Make sure you know how to do these others as well. Look at the answers there and make sure you know how to do it. Once you know how to do that, you'll probably be able to do some assignment problems. And after you do the assignment problems, you should be able to do 2-4. Okay? So I'm going to have to I'm going to have to spend a little time doing a video on 2.4 and talking about this some more on our next class meeting. I hope this helped you, okay? And let's see if I could get a little well-wishing picture there. Okay. Wish you well.